certified natural health practitioner and digestive health specialist, and of course Dr. Dave with Aptos Chiropractic. We are going to continue our series on hormones and how to balance the hormones. So Dr. Dave is going to start out by telling you and explaining why chiropractic care is a great way to support your hormones.
Yes, so chiropractic care is basically what I consider kind of a reboot to your system. A lot of times when the spine isn't moving properly, it affects the nerves that are innervating all your organs. So one of the things that I've noticed is people will say like, hey, I got adjusted, and then all of a sudden they got a great night's sleep, or they feel more relaxed, or something like that. Well, the reason that is because basically you're rebooting the nervous system, and it's helping those organs do what they're supposed to do. People always ask, how often should I get adjusted? Well, everyone's different, so I tell people, well, first, most people come in here because they're in pain. That's not the reason to get adjusted, but that's usually why people come in. So once we get you out of pain, usually about once a month is good for most people. I have some patients that can go 2 months. I have some patients that just need to be adjusted every week. So it just depends on the person. But the biggest thing is basically you're supporting your system by getting adjusted because all of your organs are innervated through the spine. God put the spinal column inside bone to protect it because it's so important. And that's what my job is, to make sure that it's functioning properly.
And I just want to throw in there that today I had just a very mild hormonal headache. And so as soon as I got here, I had him adjust me, and I am happy to tell you it's gone.
Sweet.
Already. So thank you very much.
No problem.
So we are big advocates of chiropractic care. So I am now going to kind of take over and just talk to you about the basics, because I want to help you on your hormone journey, because it's near and dear to my heart, because I've been there, done that, and I'm still a work in progress in that area. And really, as women, we kind of always are, because different phases of our life, our hormones are always changing. So it's definitely a journey. So before we want to tell you all about all these different supplements and progesterone creams, it's really important that you understand getting back to the basics. The basics being diet and digestion. This is very, very, very important for you to wrap your brain around, because if you really have a good grasp on those two things and the daily essentials, which I'm going to go over here in just a minute, you may not need any other additional support. So what we do, or if you come see me, I helped guide you to get back to the basics. Then we reassess after about 3 months and see how you're doing. So when I talk about diet, I'm talking about getting rid of all the processed foods, a lot of the gluten. But when I sit down with my clients, I really try to make it foolproof for them by providing them with a grocery list with specific brands of foods to buy. They all know that it's family friendly. They get something from every category. So they actually get cheese, they get a milk, they get all of that, but it's so specific. Because we're getting down to just getting rid of all the chemicals that could be messing with the hormones. So that's the first thing I do, is really just trying to get people really, really solid on their diet. The second thing that we work on is digestion, and here's why. Hormones are nourished by fat, good healthy fats. So when you eat coconut oil and avocados and olive oil and all those healthy fats, that is what's going to nourish your thyroid. Anything that regulates the hormones, you need fat. But fat is also a hitchhiker, and it needs protein to travel through the body to where it needs to go. So if you are not properly digesting fats, you have a hormone problem. But you also have one if you're not properly digesting proteins, because even if you're digesting fats well, not protein, your fats have nothing to travel on to get to where they need to go. So that is part of my job, is to help your digestion in that area, so that we are really nourishing all of those hormones, regulators, the hormone regulators really, really well. So that is basically the main two things that what I do with my clients. The daily essentials, every single person, I don't care how old they are, a toddler up until my oldest client is 87, I put them on the daily essentials, which is a digestive enzyme, which I just talked about, to help you digest proteins, fats, and carbs. your multivitamin, which I love Phytomulti by Metagenics. It has the methyl Bs for those of you who are into methylation support, and it's food-based. This is very important for you to understand. I don't recommend people to go to a corner drugstore and get things because those are all going to be chemically derived. So we want you on food-based multivitamins. The third thing is a good fish oil. I love the Metagenics brand, which is called Omegagenics EPA DHA 720, something like that. But that's my favorite brand of fish oil. It's a high quality one, and it's fairly reasonably priced. Before I found out about that particular brand, I was really paying a very high cost for a fermented cod oil that this one is just as good, and I'm paying half the cost for it. The other thing that you should be on is definitely a probiotic. And so again, I love the Metagenics Ultra Spectrum probiotic. It's, I think, 30 billion, and that's kind of what I recommend people going on. However, I do have some clients that are sensitive when they first start a probiotic because of the yeast that's overgrown, and so it sometimes can cause watery stools when you first go on it and an upset stomach. So if that happens to you, you can store your Metagenics in the fridge, and we can get you just one off Amazon that's much milder until your body can work up to that 30 billion units. So I hope that helps you. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Diet, digestion, chiropractic care, very easy, simple, basic things to start your journey on balancing those hormones. If you would like to meet with me and sit down and really try to nail down that diet side of things, please make an appointment at Aptos Chiropractic, 816-461-5113. I would love to meet with you. Have a great day.